All right, I'm here with Showtime. Showtime, obviously legend of the game and arguably the best dressed man in boxing.
Yeah.
Showtime, talk to me a little bit about.
Is that arguable?
Undeniably, I mean.
Ah,
there you go, right?
I like that one.
Talk to me a little bit about the build-up to the fight, because it's not like any other fight I've kind of seen. There's a lot of animosity. Sure, that's normal, but a lot of erratic talking as well.
Yeah.
What do you make of all this? Is it good or bad?
I think it's good to a certain extent. I think probably the world that we're living in now, it's probably all good. And my mindset is, tone it down. My mindset is keep it under control. My mindset is, play fair. And there's a whole lot of the opposite going in all respects. But I think they did what they needed to do to sell the promotion, to sell the tickets, and I think we'll have a packed house last night on fight night.
From a fighter's perspective, obviously you can give us a better breakdown. Haney is the heavy favorite for good reason. Skills are undeniable. But for Ryan, heavy underdog for good reason. What would you say are the keys to victory, especially for Ryan being the underdog in this?
Keys for victory for Haney is continue to box, continue to use the speed, continue to set up the power, and use your feet. Don't resort to anything different outside of your norm. And for Ryan, I would tell Ryan to try to match everything. Try to outpunch him. Try to beat him to the punch. Try to counter punch better than him. Try to be everything that he is, but better. I do believe that that's not a big ask. I think Ryan can do those things. You just gotta, get him to do them.
You saw him do it the first couple rounds against Tank, and then for some reason abandoned it.
Yeah, man.
And I want to get your thoughts lastly on Oscar De La Hoya saying that the winner of this fight becomes not just the face of boxing, but the next face specifically of American boxing. Do you agree with that, or is there someone else?
No, yeah, I think, at the end of the day, if you're selling tickets because people like what you heard and they want to see a fight because they think that there's animosity there, that's not what true boxing is all about, and those fans don't stick. Those fans are there for this one. Now you got to do that again in another promotion, but do you have the same dance partner outside of the ring that can do what these guys have done, So I really don't think that they've drawn a crowd that is going to stick with them. I don't think that, I still think that Devin could possibly be, if he knocks out Garcia, especially if it's a brutal knockout, I think then he could really be, get the recognition and notoriety that Devin's dad especially thinks that he has already. But I think they're still a fight or two away from being, the face of boxing.
What you make of Ryan Garcia, telling one crazy time, one of his members to suck my mouth?
Yeah, man, I think it's unfortunate to see him act that way, but that's what he's resorted to, I don't know, man, and this is why people have a problem with Christianity. You speak in Jesus, Christian, and then you do these things that are contrary to what the Bible says, you know what I mean? So he's misguided, man, and nobody's there to help.
Sean, Chevy Red from Chevy's Red Corner, representing the Mayweather channel. What is your prediction for Saturday? Who will win the fight?
I think Devin Haney's going to win. I'm interested to see how this fight plays out, man. I think that this is why we tune in. We tune in to see what game plans are. We tune in to see who's more prepared and things like that. So if they got a good game plan, which I expect them to have a good game plan, the execution is what Coach Derek James talked about. If they're able to execute, this becomes a really good boxing match. So we'll see.
Sean, when you have contrary,
This is the last one, y'all. I really got to go. I'm sorry.
Now losing to Tank, and then if he loses to Devin, where would that set him back